What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting from the D. And yes, it is another hot, feel-good day here in the Motor City. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I've really been enjoying these 90-degree days we've been getting. I asked for them, and so the summer's been delivering. And you get no complaints from me, man. I'm enjoying them while they here, because when they gone, you know, Michigan winters kind of suck. As much as I enjoy living downtown in the city of Detroit, downtown Detroit, when it's cold out, is even colder because of the effect of the Detroit River. Let's get into the topic at hand, though. Marcus Morris Sr., former NBA baller, he was arrested in Florida, about a week and a half ago, something like that. He was arrested over some gambling debt. He owed a marker to a casino, and he got transferred from Florida to Nevada to face charges that they were bringing against him. His family, this is including his twin brother, they made it seem like this was all over $1,200. He owed them $1,200. This is crazy. They acting like this and that over $1,200. And that's why I held off on talking about it and just decided to see what develops, because I'm not a gambler, okay? So I'm no expert on it. However, let me slide in here on the freeway right quick. However, I have never, ever heard of a casino behaving like this over a $1,200 marker. Never. So again, I'm not an expert, but it just sounded unlikely to me that they would use the legal system to bring you to justice over $1,200, man. In a casino, they ain't tripping like that. Oh, I gotta change lanes here. I got going on here. Got flares on the road. As I was saying, so he got arrested, he got transported. Now you skip forward to today, and his charges have been dropped because he settled with the casino. After all that, making it out to be this wasn't a big deal, they tripping, it was over $1,200, because several people, as I said, including his twin brother, made it seem like they was just tripping. It was a $1,200 marker. And the reason why this sounded odd to me is because people who couldn't afford it, they don't be sweating them like that over minuscule amounts of money. Like $1,200, that's just not a lot of money to owe a casino where they gonna be trying to charge you fraud for it, or theft, or whatever it was. I think it was fraud that they charged him for it. That's just not an amount of money that they're gonna bother with. Well, he settled up. He paid them a sum of somewhere around $265,000. So now it made sense. The reason why I was expecting it to be an amount around here, Kendrick Perkins, who's also a former NBAer, he used to gamble a lot. This is his own story. He was saying how it'd be real easy to lose a couple $100,000, you know, getting markers, and that it would take an amount like that for them to be after you. So I already had my own suspicions that there's no way that it was an amount this low. But listening to him, who actually was a gambler, he quit because he got tired of losing money. But listening to him, who actually was a gambler, saying how, something don't sound right about that. It would take you owing them a couple $100,000 for them to be arresting you and charging you with fraud and whatnot. Well, he wasn't wrong, because here it is, $265K. You know, all right, when they kept making a big deal, and this is Marcus Morris's family talking about it's only $1,200, it's only $1,200, this is all over $1,200, and I'm just like, well, if it's over such a small sum of money, why ain't he just pay it? Y'all could be like, oh, the casino tripping, it's only $1,200, but at the same time, I'm like, well, if it's only $1,200, why didn't he just pay it, man? Like, really, $1,200, why didn't you just square up with that? You a former NBAer, one would assume that if your average person can afford that, you should easily be able to afford that too. So what was the deal there, bro? But now we see that wasn't the case at all. He owed nearly $300K. That's why he was arrested. His charges have been dropped though because he settled up. So I guess ultimately it's a happy ending. I'm glad things didn't become more dire than this for him, that he got a speedy resolution, may had to spend a couple days in jail or whatever, and you know, a temporary embarrassment in the public for him getting arrested for this. But in a week, no one's gonna remember it. So I say this situation ended favorably for him. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit me in them comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.